President Uhuru Kenyatta has called for collaboration among World Health Organization member states to effectively combat pandemics.
President Kenyatta is speaking in Geneva, Switzerland at the 75th World Health Assembly, said that no country can stand alone in the face of a pandemic and win. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has announced 2 deaths from the virus and 20 new infections.
Geneva, Switzerland, at the first in-person regular session of the World Health Assembly since COVID-19 pandemic struck. President Kenyatta called on leaders to work together, saying it was the only way the world would effectively combat any pandemic.
To support the sustainability of new manufacturing initiatives, all stakeholders must come together to address the financing, coordinated technology transfer, including affirmative action, as well as market access for locally manufactured products.
Kenyatta holding that the world is interconnected and that everyone needed to take part in fighting pandemics.
The pandemic, however, also exposed the over-dependence of developing countries to external markets, thereby hampering efforts to ramp up production of the necessary health products as well as technologies.
The president made a case for developing nations such as Kenya, saying funding for homemade solutions in the fight against disease would help level the playing field.
Going forward, we would urge Gavi, the Global Fund, PEPFAR, and other major vaccine and essential medicines purchasing organizations to lead the way in prioritizing procurement of these locally manufactured health products from the countries they serve most.
The World Health Organization president also called for a united front in the fight against disease, while noting that more people die from disease even in the time of war than from the actual war.
Health is one of the few areas in which nations can work together across ideological divides to find common solutions to common problems and build bridges.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health announced that 20 people have tested positive for COVID-19 from 2,219 samples. But despite the positivity rate being below 1%, the ministry said 2 deaths have been attributed to the virus in the month of May. Martin Munene, Citizen TV.